Everybody, ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
rotate device back. This crap always annoys me. There we go. Well, let me fix the angle here. We got the legendary Randy Bailey with
What's
us.
up? What's up?
With this, got a series of questions for you, Randy. I
All right.
appreciate you doing this.
Brother, it's my pleasure.
Oh
I
yeah.
check out your videos and your show, man.
Oh,
So I'm a
thank you.
fan too, dude.
Hey, Shuki Maniac right here.
That's right.
And
Loud and proud.
oh yeah. So first question for you: what made you start this?
The whole thing. It's cool. You think maybe I want to do it? I had a teacher that called in a favor. I was at an art institute in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and she called in a favor to a radio manager that she knew and got me a job. And that was my first gig in radio, WAXY, Wax Lauderdale.
Oh, that's awesome.
Light-hearted favorites.
Oh, that's
That
tubular.
took me a while.
What's one moment you're just like, "Holy schmoly, I can't believe that happened."
Wow, question. Something, legal, of course. Let's see. I don't know if there's a particular one. There's been a lot of fun times with fans and with listeners and stuff like that at radio station events, things like that. That's probably the wildest things I've seen in radio, aside from, there was a guy who was well, let's just say he was a little disturbed. I worked in West Plains, Missouri, and he followed the dot on our radio tower. Our tower was right behind the radio station. He followed the dot in pouring rain, and he wanted to talk to me because he knew there was a conspiracy involving Bill Clinton, Marilyn Manson, and Randy Haley. For some reason, they luckily 5 more minutes, and it would have just been me at the radio station. I was working the night shift, and but luckily there were people there, and they were able to get the authorities to come and assist him, you know. And my boss was talking to him and stuff, and then I see him go get a candy bar for the guys. Like, this guy looks suspicious, and my boss is giving him candy. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, that was probably the wildest because he had a weapon on him, and I don't know what was gonna actually happen there.
Oh, holy crap, that's Bill Clinton, Marilyn Manson, and
And
Randy
Randy Bailey,
Bailey.
who knew?
3 names that I never thought we'd be putting
Yeah,
in the same story.
yeah.
That's wow. They might need to make a T-shirt for Bonehead Nation with those
There
3
we go.
names on it.
Yeah, the faces of fear.
But, all right, next question. Bone Stock made a comeback a few years ago. If you had to pick
Yes.
one musician, alive or past, that could perform at Bone Stock, who would that be?
Current scene, Samantha Fish. Have you heard of her?
Samantha Fish,
Mhm.
no.
Blues artist from Kansas City, but she's touring the world, she's making a big name. Marcus King would be another one that I would love to have. There's a lot. Jackal, we always talked to them for several years about coming and playing, and they were all for it. We just kind of lost touch over the years. I still have Jesse's number though, so I might be calling you.
Yeah.
Oc- October 3rd is Bone Stock 2026.
That's awesome. What made you wanna make a comeback to it, man?
We wanted to for years and years and years, and every time I would go somewhere, "Hey, when's Bone Stock coming back? When are you gonna bring back Bone Stock? Guys, bring back Bone Stock. We had so much fun there." And, that whole show was all about memories, dude, and people making memories. There were people who, there was gonna be a wedding one year at Bone Stock. It's crazy because we had the tent set up, a cake ready, everything. We were gonna go all out for this wedding, and then that was the one year we had to reschedule it because it was pouring down rain and storming hard that day. That year we had Saving Abel playing and, Art of Dying. It was gonna be a really, really good show, but, yeah, we had to move the date, so they went ahead and got married without us. Go figure.
Yeah.
They couldn't wait a few months. Oh, no.
Yeah, what a legendary wedding that would be.
That would have been
You could officiate it,
mhm,
Randy Bailey.
yeah.
That's awesome. Was there any radio personalities that when you were growing up that you looked up to that you kinda take after when you do this type of thing?
Dude, everybody in the '90s wanted to be Howard Stern. So, early days, I was a wannabe Howard Stern. I tried all the crazy stuff that I could try and, um, interviewed strippers, all that kind of craziness that, he was doing, and, So yeah, he was a big early influence
Oh,
for sure.
oh, that's that's great. I watched, he's had everybody on, man. I mean, I watched him and Chevy Chase one time. I
Oh,
watched him
yeah.
and Don Rickles, and those are kinda my guys, Chevy Chase, Don Rickles, Bill Murray, those are kinda
Yeah,
my
dude.
inspiration.
Dude, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Don Rickles was relentless.
Oh, yeah, he was
He would come
great.
in a room and make everybody just feel like, "Oh gosh,
Yeah.
here comes Don
A
Rickles."
lot of jokes that we probably can't
Yes.
say on here because I'll get
Right,
monetized, you
right.
know? It's a scary world. How has radio changed in this area over the years? Because 'Cause you've been doing this for a long time. How has it
Yeah.
changed and evolved?
There are less and less live people in a studio now. There's a
Yeah.
lot of automation and people voice tracking, sending pre-recorded things to play from another state, and, just, the localization, it's getting thinner and thinner, which is something I would love to see come back everywhere, but
Yeah.
we're still doing it here at River Radio as much as we can, and we love that, but yeah, that's probably the biggest thing.
Yeah. It definitely, you see all these old movies and like they're in studio recording. I'm like, man,
Yes.
you don't see that a whole lot anymore,
Right.
And I agree with you. I think that is something that needs to make a comeback, such as the
Yep.
Walkman needs to make a comeback as well.
Love the Walkman.
Um, what made you want to start the Riff Master? That's a big if for those of you, well, I'll let you
Right?
explain it to the people if they don't know.
Name That Riff is the name of the game, and I play a guitar riff and just a little type thing, and you call me up, tell me the name of the song. It's all you gotta do. If you can name that riff, then, you become something special, a step above, you become the riff
Master.
master. That's right. So that's the game. I used to do that in the '90s when I worked in West Plains, Missouri, and then I thought I was doing something called Who Said It. Do you remember that at all?
Who said it?
Yeah.
My dad does over there.
Yeah. So, yes, Papa Shu, he
He
knows.
knows.
Who said well, I just play like a little, like, movie clip or
Yes.
TV
Okay.
moment or something, or an interview, a rock star interview, and they would have to call in and say, "Oh, that was Ozzy," or "That was Chevy Chase," or "That
Right.
was," whoever, and I did that for a long time, and I was kinda wanting to change into something else, and there was a listener called and said, "Why don't you do something with music?" I'm like, "Well, that's a good idea. I know just the thing.
Well,
Let me pull one out the shelf over here. It's called Name That Riff."
that's good,
So,
and
yeah, I love it.
it's awesome. I think it's definitely a town favorite.
Good.
Everybody enjoys that. I sure do going to school.
Yes.
In school,
Yes, you've been the riff master more than once.
yes,
Love it.
it woke my brain up. You have no
Mhm.
idea how much you helped my map testing process through through the years, my friend.
Teachers and superintendents all over the world right now are so happy. They're like, "We gotta get a riff Name That Riff game at our school
Yeah,
too," you
right,
know?
right, get with the program. Um,
You know what's cool about Name That Riff too? I have people, like, calling in from all over the country
yeah,
and that. There's been people from Virginia and, like, Lake of the Ozarks and Minnesota and just, like, weird down in Tennessee,
yeah,
Southern Illinois. You never know who's gonna grab that phone.
yeah, and that's awesome, unifies people,
Yeah,
the
it
Riff
does. It
Master.
brings us together.
Oh, indeed, man. Uh, you've been to a lot of concerts in your day.
Yes.
What has been your favorite concert you've ever been to?
Ooh, N' Roses, Soundgarden opened up for them at the Pyramid in Memphis, which is now a Bass Pro.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
They used to
That's
do concerts in there.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to an Ozfest before?
Yes.
Did you
Mhm.
s so have you seen Ozzy in concert?
I've seen Ozzy probably 5 times.
Oh, man,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
always good. There was never a bad Ozzy show that I saw.
Oh, I can't imagine. I would have loved to be at his last show, that would have been
Oh,
an
yeah.
awesome
That was
experience.
amazing.
You got a lot of musicians who are, getting older,
Mhm.
and like Axl Rose,
Mhm.
he'd be like this legend, and now he's he's still trying,
Yeah.
but not doing as good, you know?
See, I don't know how popular this is gonna be, but there are people like Vince Neil of Motley Crue, Axl from Guns N' Roses. They should make this their last go and just bow out and stop doing it because like, they're not doing it at that level that they used to do it, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I mentioned I saw Guns N' Roses It was like '92 Use Your Illusion tour. They were on fire. No one was better than them at the time. And of course, Soundgarden were no slouches either, man. And but anyway, yeah, saw Motley Crue several times back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
He was never like a crooner, you know?
Yeah.
He he was never one of those wonderful singers. He had a thing about him that the girls liked. So, but,
Yeah,
like, yeah, those guys,
yeah, I
they
thought
they could stop.
yeah, right. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna get an invite to Bone Stock anytime soon anyway.
No, if Guns N' Roses wants to come to Bone Stock, we'll talk.
And, hey, you gotta get David Lee Roth with those tight pants, and he's 70 years old wearing skin tight leather pants.
Yeah. I saw some footage of him yesterday, it was weird because he was sitting playing an acoustic guitar and telling a story about the old days when him and Eddie used to write songs together in a really cramped up place by the washer and dryer in their house, and, it was a neat story to hear.
Oh, yeah,
But,
you
yeah, he's another one, I don't he's hit or miss.
yeah, yeah, you're right. Have you seen him in concert as well?
Many
That's
times.
that's awesome.
Yeah. Saw him on that Eat 'em and Smile when Yankee Rose first came out.
Ooh,
And it was like him, Steve Vai on guitar, Billy Sheehan on bass, who's one of the best bass players ever, Greg Bissonette on drums. They were a monster band.
that's
Um,
absolute tubular. Um, did radio change your outlook on people in general?
it can sometimes. What's weird about this business too is you get people who are having their best day ever.
Right.
"Hey, will you play so and so? It's our graduation. It's our last day of school." You get people like that. Then you get people who just broke up with somebody, who are trying to save a relationship. "Hey, can you play the song for Sabrina or whoever? Tell her I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah." You'll get people doing that. You'll get people who just are at the end of their rope. I've talked many people out of suicide.
Oh, wow.
Um, yeah, I've talked to people about Jesus. I've talked to people about music. Sometimes, man, somebody who's listening just needs somebody to talk to, just to know that it's not just them. And that's what's great about radio because we're always there for people. So yeah,
Oh,
I've
man.
I've seen people at their best and people at their worst. People are just mad at the world too. And so yeah, if they want to call me, I'm glad to talk to them.
Yeah, and then they can become riff master.
Yeah,
They would
or Bonehead
yeah,
Nation,
right,
always here for you.
right. That is man, that's awesome.
Mhm.
Um, do you have any, like, I know before I do a football game,
Mhm.
like, I kinda have to, like, get myself ready, get the headphones on, get myself in the mode, have a little
Mhm.
pregame ritual,
Mhm.
wrap tape around my cleats, write a little something on there. That's
Mhm.
what big guy used to do.
Mhm.
What's kinda your pre-show ritual? Do you have any of those?
On my way into work, you would think I'd be having the loudest music ever, but I'm complete silence.
Really?
I pray, meditate, I'm just there. And, then when I get in here, it gets loud. First song or 2, I'm doing stretches and push-ups and some DDP yoga.
Yeah.
I got the poster right over there. Anyway, yeah, I just do stuff like that to get in the mood.
Yeah, you get in zone.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Um, who do you think is the most underrated band out there? One that you're like, "Oh my gosh, why are these guys not getting more attention than they should be? They're great."
Hmm. That's a good question. I don't wanna freeze up on that one for sure, because there are so many bands. Um, yeah, I can't think of any right now. There's so many good bands, though. Um,
Wanna circle back to that question?
yeah, let me
Okay.
think about that.
Okay.
That's I wanna be preoccupied with that.
Alrighty. Um, what song never gets old? You're sitting there and you could listen to this song. You could probably Deserted Island and listen to this song on loop for the
Played it this morning, "Round and Round" by Rat.
Oh, that's
Love
great.
that song. I'll always love that song.
Oh, that's that
Yeah.
yeah, that's
There was
that's
another one too today, man. It's a '70s song called Jackie Blue from the Ozark Mountain Daredevils.
Ooh,
That's another one. Every time it comes on, I listen to it because I love it.
oh, yeah, that's great. They play Round and Round at the football games on Fridays. They'll play that,
Cool.
and I'll be like, "Yeah, that's a song that'll kinda get me a little fired up," you know?
Yes.
Um,
Love that.
you've been on air for a long time. So you've had to have had a mistake or two. What's the funniest mistake that has ever happened on air?
One time, there was a sometimes when there's a power outage, you know, you get that your house and stuff, like
Right.
the lights will flash on and off, and the microwave, you'll have to set it again. Sometimes when our UPS isn't working, it's same thing happens in the radio business. So this big board that you see over here on the right, if that flashes like that, all these lights go off, but then when it comes back on, they might all come back on. So you've gotta act fast and pull faders down and turn buttons off and stuff like that. One of the first times that happened to me on the air, I was just like, "What the?" You know, and then I
Yeah.
was just and that all went over the air, and people called, I'm like, "Dude, you're on the radio right now, don't you know? Do you know what you're saying?" I'm like,
No.
and now I got this phone call on the air too. Everything is on the radio the rest of my life."
Holy
Yeah,
schmoly.
power outage, microphone's on,
Yeah,
big surprise.
hot mic, yeah.
Hot mic, baby.
Have you, you've met a lot of cool people in your career. Have you ever been starstruck before?
You boy,
And if so, with who?
a lot of times on a phone interview, I can be starstruck a little bit because when you get to one of my favorite bands when I was a kid was Motley Crue, and I got to interview Nikki Sixx when he started writing those books and stuff
Wow.
that he did, and I was real starstruck, and I was nervous, and s- talking to him, and I mentioned like how I found Motley Crue and how many years I've been, and then he got quiet and he was like, "So we've been together a long time." And I was just like, "Yeah, yeah, bro, we have."
Yeah.
So then the rest of the interview, I was chill. It was just like you and I here.
Well,
So
yeah, that's man, like, what a cool moment,
yes.
I've met a handful, I met Robert Englund one time, played Freddy Krueger.
Yeah,
That
man.
it was quick, we had a picture taken with him. He was a cool guy. I've looked up to him for a long time. Another guy I met was, Butch Patrick, who played Eddie Munster
Yeah,
in the Munsters. I had,
yes.
like, a 30-minute conversation with him at 9 years old. He is the coolest guy. I met Nancy from Nightmare on I met all the Dream Warriors, really.
Cool.
And all those guys were awesome. So, I always meeting those guys. I've always tried to keep when I met Robert Englund, that was wild. So I had to really calm myself down for that one
Yeah.
because it's like, oh my gosh, I've watched this guy since probably since of too young of age. But
Cool.
it's part of it. And one I would love to meet one day is Bill Murray. I would love to meet him one day.
Oh, I've heard hit or miss things about him. Sometimes coolest guy ever, and sometimes he could be a
Y-
little rude,
Yeah,
but you never know,
and
man.
sometimes he'll just show up at your party.
That's right. I've heard
Yeah.
that many times, many times.
Yeah, he was, yeah,
Yeah, dude.
I would love to
I
one
met
day.
Ric Flair one time and I was pretty
Oh
starstruck.
my god.
Yeah. We did a contest. WCW was in our town and we did a contest and we got to bring the winner back to meet like Rick and
Mhm.
he was exactly how you would think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so if you met was he cool? Was he a little,
He was
was
cool.
he okay.
Very cool. Very like fan oriented.
Yeah.
He spent time talking to our contest winners and asked them about how they did this big life size picture cutout thing of him. And, he was him too. He was like, "I'm looking at the man. Woo!" All of that stuff. I'm like, that's Ric Flair,
Yeah,
man.
it's
Oh,
awesome. I would yeah,
at
he's a
the time, nobody had a phone on him, and we didn't get a picture of that moment, but I got that moment. It's okay.
yeah, yeah, you got it up here. That's
Yeah.
all that matters.
Met the legendary Waylon Jennings once too. He
Wow.
was he was super cool. Not a I'm gonna hang out with you guys kinda guy, but
Yeah. Have you ever met Phil Alsamo from Pantera before?
no.
Ever been to a Pantera concert?
Yes. But no, I never got to meet him.
Oh, man, I bet that was a wild concert,
Yeah,
no
no,
doubt.
it was loud, buddy, just like we like it.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Um, is social media helping or hurting the radio industry?
You know what? If you can use it good, it could be another tool to help people like me reach more listeners, more bonehead folk. There's a lot of people, there's a whole new audience that spend more time on social media than they do on the radio, so I gotta get info out to them and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a great way to interact with listeners and to get promo stuff out to everybody and word out for stuff like Bone Stock and the big events that we have coming up. Yeah, I mean, I try to get into social media, like on Insta and Facebook and Twitter and everything.
Mm.
So yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it's a good tool to use, you know?
Yeah, and you can go on there and chug a raw egg if you want to,
That's right.
that's an option.
That's right.
That's always an option.
Hey, I'm willing.
Yeah,
I know
this
you do that a lot.
yeah, I have a tendency, we had a school talent show, second to last day of school, and I'm talking to my principal, Miss Warren, who just retired this is her last year, she just retired,
Yeah.
and, I
We'll
talk
miss you, Miss Warren.
oh, yeah, 100%. I'm talking to her, and she told me I was gonna host a talent show. I'm like, "Alright, sounds cool to me," 'cause
I could see you hosting a
oh,
talent
yeah.
show, bro.
I did it at the middle school, and then I did it last year, and then I did it again this year, pulled up Ric Flair style suit,
Yes.
and, yeah, and I'm like, "Okay, this I'm gonna end this thing off, and I'm going to take my shirt off in front of the entire school and have one raw egg." So
Yes.
we're talking back and forth, and she said, "Connor, I don't think you need to take your shirt off in front of parents and the school. I think it's a bad look. I don't know if it's a good idea." I was like, it's your last year. I'll respect it.
Mm,
So I had one raw egg, but one button got to another, but I didn't go all the way. I had
alright,
restraint,
alright.
but we got really close.
I think we just found, Connor's wildest, school function.
Yes, yes, it was definitely wild, and, took a shot at the ex-girlfriend when the thing got kicked off. So, things happen, when you're in front of a crowd, you kinda get fired up,
Yes,
you
you're
know?
the guy with the mic. It's your domain.
Right, right, hey, you get that more than anybody.
Mm,
Um, this is a question that I've asked almost every guest I've had, and this is the way we always end off the shows, and when I started off the shows, I wanted to talk about movies because
mhm.
that's my big thing, and I almost wanna make my own fan films, but that didn't work out. What is your favorite movie?
All-time favorite movie, probably Tombstone.
Ooh,
Mhm.
that's one I haven't heard yet, and that's one of
Mm,
my favorites
I
as
love that
well.
movie, man.
Oh,
I can
yeah.
watch that anytime. There's a lot of movies like that too, that if you're thumbing through channels or something and it's on, you'll stop for a minute because you
Right.
wanna watch to that one scene.
Yeah, OK
Like,
Corral.
right now, somewhere, Shawshank Redemption is playing, and you're gonna put the remote down because you wanna wait till that one scene or something, and yeah,
Right.
Shawshank, Roadhouse is another one of those
Roadhouse.
that you're thumbing through and you're just like, "Alright, hang on a second,"
Yeah,
you know?
right. Are you, if you're a Western guy, are you a Blazing Saddles fan
Oh,
by
yeah,
chance?
yeah,
That's a yeah,
everybody should be.
classic, man.
Shoot, yeah.
But, well, that's all the questions I got for you, and
Mhm.
I really appreciate you doing this, inviting me to the studio, doing this with me, making the show better, and, building the radio industry into what it's supposed to be. You do a great job, and I appreciate you doing
Dude,
this, man.
thank you so
Oh,
much,
yeah,
I appreciate
100%.
that, and I love watching your show too, so anything I can do to help your show, and maybe you can come on the radio and hang sometime too,
I
man, that
wouldn't
would be
mind
cool.
it. I'll never turn down that offer ever.
Open door anytime, bro.
Thank you, man. Well, everybody, I appreciate you tuning in. This has been the Connor W. Schuchardt Show with our very own Randy Bailey, my friend and yours. Ladies and gentlemen, I will catch you guys, as always, on the flippity flop.